In this video, we're going to talk about linear functions. A linear function is a function which can be written in the form f of x equals mx plus b, where m indicates the slope of a line and b indicates its y-intercept. So if we have a graph in the xy coordinate system, there's our x and y axes. The y-intercept would be the point where the graph crosses y, and the slope represents the incline of the graph. We're going to talk about finding the slope and y-intercept of a given function, using the slope and intercept to graph that linear function. Then we'll determine its domain and range, its average rate of change, and finally determine whether our linear function is increasing, decreasing, or is constant. Suppose we have the function f of x equals 5x plus 2. The slope is our coefficient f of x, so m, our slope, is equal to 5. Our y-intercept is given by the constant 2. And we can confirm that if we let x equal 0, 5 times 0 equals 0, f of x equals 2. Or rather, we should say f of 0 equals 2. So our y-intercept is 0, 2. If we set up a graph, where this is our y-axis, and this is our x-axis. Then the y-intercept would be where x equals 0 and y equals 2. To graph our line, we need to plot an additional point. To plot a second point, let's choose another value for x. Suppose we let x equal 1. Then f of x equals 5 times 1 plus 2. In other words, f of 1 equals 7. So when x equals 1, y equals 7. So that might be somewhere up here. 1, 7. So there's our line passing through 2 points. Our next step is to determine the domain and range of our function. A linear function is a straight line, and its domain is all real values of x. So we can write it using the symbol r for all real numbers, or using interval notation, we can say from negative infinity to positive infinity. Any linear function whose slope is not 0 also has a range of all real numbers. So the range of our function, because our slope is not 0, is again all real numbers, or from negative to positive infinity. The rate of change of a linear function is constant, and it's equivalent to the slope. So our rate of change is 5. Finally, to determine whether our function is increasing, decreasing, or constant, we'll take a look at our equation. F of x equals 5x plus 2. Our lead coefficient is positive. Therefore, this function is increasing. This concludes our example. I hope you found it helpful, and we'll see you next time.